Meat is the yardstick of protein foods because meat measures up to every protein need. The American Meat Institute presents The Life of Riley, a half hour with radio's friendliest family, and starring William Bendix as Riley. You know, you can't build a brick house without bricks. You can't build or maintain a human body without the right kind of proteins, building blocks of the body. Meat has a rich supply of proteins, of highest quality and of the right kind for the body's requirements. Meat is called the yardstick of protein foods because meat measures up to every protein need. And now, The Life of Riley. We're ready now for another glimpse into the life of Riley. It's late afternoon, and Riley is not yet home from his job at the war plant. But Barbara has just come in and brought the afternoon mail. One of the letters is causing quite a little comment.
Mother, it's a V-mail letter from overseas.
For me, Barbara?
No, Uncle Baxter, it's addressed to Daddy.
Oh, it'll be exciting to hear from the front. I wonder who it's from.
What's the smudgy mark on it?
Don't be so dumb, Junior. That means it was passed by the censor.
Oh, boy, a secret message from the front. I wish this had come by carrier pigeon. Hey, Mom, can I take a bus to Hollywood and send this letter back here with one of my pigeons?
Don't let him, Mother. It'll get lost.
Listen, Babs, my pigeons don't get lost. They're real homers. I'm going out to feed them. I got a new kind of racing food for them.
Oh, that lamb stew, my favorite aroma.
It does smell good, doesn't it? Oh, hello, Riley.
Hello, Peg. Hello, Babs.
Hello, Daddy.
Junior says there's a V-mail letter for me. Oh, got a kiss for the Lord and Master, Peg?
Well, you might have asked for the kiss before you asked for your mail.
Yes, Riley, you might also have spoken to me.
Nothing doing, Uncle Baxter. The last time I spoke to you, you answered me.
Here's your letter, Daddy.
Overseas. I wonder what General Eisenhower wants to ask me now.
We're dying to know who it's from, Daddy.
Hey, it ain't General Eisenhower. It's from my best pal, Herman Dugan.
Herman Dugan. Why, he's been in the Navy for over 3 years.
Yeah. The same guy that used to get seasick when we walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. Great guy, Herman. We've been pals since we were kids.
Daddy, isn't Herman the one who introduced you to Mother?
Yeah, but I forgive him for that.
Very funny, Riley.
Go ahead and read it, Daddy.
Dear Riley, I guess you've been wondering how I've been doing since I stopped punching cows in Wyoming and went into the Navy, so we'll tell you all the news.
Oh, I didn't think they were allowed to tell very much.
Well, the censor did mark out some of the words here.
Well, I hope it wasn't censored too much.
Well, when I come to a word that's missing, I'll just say missing.
All right, Riley, go on.
We'll tell you all the news. Well, pal, I'm stationed at Missin, which is right near Missin. And the weather here is missing. You'll never guess what I'm doing in the Navy now. Well, I'm missing. And the girls here, boy, are they missing.
Hey, Pop, who's the V-mail from?
Don't interrupt, Junior. It's from Herman Dugan.
Oh, what's he say, Pop?
Plenty. Let me see what else he wrote here. I can't tell you where I am writing from, but last night some of the guys and me seen a moving picture entitled Mission to Missin'.
You get it, Pop?
Well, sure I get it. He must be near Casablanca.
No. Moscow.
Oh.
What else does Herman say?
He says, will you do me a favor? Will I do him a favor? After what Herman done for me, pulling me out of the East River when I was going down for the first time? Why, I'd give him the shirt off my back. Anything he wants, I'll do it.
What is the favor, Riley?
He says here, when I was punching cows in Wyoming, I met a girl named Lily Mae Lightfoot. Her pa owned a big ranch, so we fell in love. Lily Mae is a swell kid, and I want to see her happy, and you are my pal, so would you do me a favor and marry her?
What? Why, Herman knows very well that you're married to me.
Looks like Herman's brains is missing, too.
There's a long P.S. there, Riley.
P.S. I know you got a wife and kids, Riley, so what I mean is, will you just be my proxy and marry Lily Mae in a proxy wedding for me until I get back.
Oh, a proxy wedding. Well, that's different. He just wants you to marry his girl in his name.
Why? Is he afraid to marry her?
Let me finish the letter. I have been going with Lily Mae for 5 years before entering the Navy, which makes 8, and she's beginning to think I'm stolen. So, Riley, if you don't marry her for me, I'm afraid I'm going to lose her.
Oh, Daddy, isn't this the most romantic idea?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Who ever heard of getting hitched by a proxy?
Why, a girl in Jersey City married a Marine in Australia by proxy. It was in the paper yesterday.
Pop, take my tip and don't get involved. With dames, there's grief.
Junior's right. How would it look me getting married to some strange dame? It's tough enough marrying somebody you know personally.
Hey, Pop, you're blushing.
I am not blushing. I got a sunburn last Sunday at the ballpark, and you know it.
Riley, all it would actually mean would be a 5-minute visit to any justice of the peace.
Suppose them gorillas I work with at the plant get wind of me tripping across a bridle path. What a riding I'd get. They'd most likely give me a shower with hot rivets. Well, you better get another boy for the bridegroom. I ain't playing.
Oh, then you better send word to Herman. The poor fella seems to be counting on it.
Yes, Riley. Send a cable to this man who is risking his life in the service of his country, telling him that you refuse to do him a little favor.
Listen, Uncle Baxter, don't you go around saying I'm un-American. Don't I work on bomber planes? Don't I buy war bonds? Don't I allow them to withhold my tax?
Riley, no one's saying you're unpatriotic. But I don't see why you're so upset about a simple thing like acting as Herman's proxy.
Suppose something goes wrong and the justice of the peace gets mixed up. Bingo! I got an extra wife I don't even need.
Nonsense, Riley, my boy. This happens every day.
Not to me. I get married very seldom. But I guess Herman will be sore at me if I don't marry his girl.
Yes, Daddy. It may be a long while before he can get a furlough. He might lose the one love of his life because you failed him.
Well, gee, I don't want to wreck Herman's life. You think I should do it, huh, Peg?
I don't see what harm there is in it.
Oh, 5 minutes at the Justice of Peace and everybody's happy. Okay, I'll do it.
That's the spirit, Riley, my boy.
It'll be short and sweet. Now, answer that, Junior.
Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Riley. Who's this? Oh, you must want the other Mr. Riley. Hey, Pop, it's for you.
Who is it, Junior?
It's your bride-to-be.
You cut that out, Junior. Hello? Yeah. Oh, hello, Miss Lightfoot. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I got the letter from Herman. Oh, no, marrying you won't be no trouble at all. I'll tell you what. Sunday I don't work, see? So I'm going to the ball game. There's a doubleheader at the stadium. Lefty Belfer is pitching the first game, see? It starts at 1:30. He'll strike out 10 men easy, and the game will be over by 3. So I'll come out the side gate, and you'll be there with the Justice of the Peace, see? We'll get married in the hot dog stand, 1, 2, 3, and I'll be back in the bleachers for the second game. And I hope Herman and you will be very happy. Huh? Well, what other details are there to talk over? You can't tell me over the phone. Well, why don't we get together sometime? Yeah, you could drop over here for dinner some night next week.
Riley, be more hospitable.
Huh? Oh, okay. You could drop over for a hospitable dinner some night. What? Oh, well, now, wait a minute. Hello? Hello? Well, there goes my bowling game tonight.
Why, dear?
Because my bride-to-be is on her way over. What time is it?
Oh, don't be so nervous.
A taxi just pulled up in front. There's a little lady now.
Oh, I'm glad the kids are in bed. You let her in, Peg. Kind of break the ice first.
No, I'll let her in. Oh, good evening. Miss Lily Mae Lightfoot, I presume. Huh?
I reckon it is, sir. Oh, Mr. Riley. Herman never told me you were such a handsome man.
Thank you, my dear young lady. However, I am not Riley. That is Mr. Riley.
Oh.
Hello, miss. I know I ain't handsome, but I'm good-natured.
And I'm Mrs. Riley, Lily May. May I have your coat?
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Oh, Mr. Riley, I hope you don't mind Herman and me imposing on you this way.
Oh, no, nothing's too good for my pal Herman. Only I can't take off much time from work for this wedding.
Oh, it won't take much time. The actual ceremony takes exactly 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
Well, even 4 minutes would be okay. What were them other details you said you couldn't discuss over the phone?
Well, Herman says in all his letters that you're his best friend, and you and Herman like the same thing, so I thought you'd help me shop for my trousseau.
No, thanks. I don't know nothing about torsos, and I ain't starting now.
Well, don't you worry, Lily May. I'll help you.
Yeah, leave me out of this shopping. All I'm going to do is be a pixie.
Proxy, dear.
Yeah, Proxy. Now, Miss Lightfoot, why don't we get this over with right now? You and Herman been engaged for 8 years. That's long enough to know each other.
Well, I'd be willing to run right down to the preacher this very minute.
Well, that's fine.
Except for one little thing.
One little thing? What's that?
We got to get my father's consent to the wedding. Mr. Riley, you got to ask Papa for my hand.
Now, wait a minute.
Why, Lily, doesn't your father know about this?
Well, Papa's awful hard to explain things to. He's so absent-minded he don't listen. So Herman wrote me that Mr. Riley would ask Papa for my hand and then explain about the proxy part.
When a guy's a proxy for Herman, it's a career.
Papa's awful sweet, but he's old-fashioned and kind of set in his ways. He keeps wishing he was back on our ranch in Wyoming.
So do I. I mean, it must be nice there.
That's why Papa still wears the same clothes he wore back there, guns and all.
Well, old clothes are like old guns. Real guns? Don't he know it's against the law to carry guns in the city?
Don't the police ever question him?
Oh, my, no. They think he works in Western pictures. Will it be all right if I bring Papa here tomorrow night?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, of course, Lily May. You just bring your father tomorrow night.
Oh, thank you. And, Mr. Riley, I do hope you'll make him understand proxy weddings, because I can't. Well, I guess I'll be going now.
Yeah.
I'll see you out, dear.
Good night, Prairie Flower.
Good night, sir. Good night, Mr. Riley.
Good night, Miss Lightfoot.
Oh, poor thing, her sweetheart overseas.
Well,
Now, Riley, don't look so worried.
I know.
My goodness, it's little enough to do for a man who fished you out of the East River.
Maybe so, but if I'd have known it was going to lead to matrimony with the punchy daughter of a cowpuncher, I'd have made him throw me back in again.
While Riley is getting ready to pop the question to Lily May's pop, this is Ken Niles asking how many of you remember butcherin' time back on the farm. After the hams and bacon were put down to cure, the tenderloins and spare ribs put down for future use, and fats to the lard kettle, the folks got busy on that great American favorite, sausage. They chopped and ground those tasty bits of pork, seasoned and spiced them, and packed them away in links or cakes or in crocks. That good, thrifty farm way with meat, that honest respect for every choice bit of food, still endures in your meat industry, which is, after all, just the pioneer meat producer moved to town and equipped with modern sanitary methods. The delicious sausage meats that you find at your meat market in such variety are the fine, wholesome products of the meat industry's efficiency in getting all the good out of our precious meat supply. The American Meat Institute wants to remind you that it is out of such thrifty use of all good meat that your meat industry is able to bridge the gap between the farm and your dealer's store economically and in a most efficient manner. The meat industry is truly the bridge over which this meat moves to you. And because it was built so soundly on old-fashioned American thrift and efficiency in peacetime, this bridge is strong enough to carry the great added warload of meat. And now back to the life of Riley. It's the next evening, and at the Riley residence, Mom and Riley himself are preparing to make a good impression on Lily Mae's father. Riley seems a little nervous.
If it wasn't I promised my pal Herman I'd marry his girl, I'd stay a bachelor all my life.
What would you do about me?
And me and Junior.
I mean I'd stay a married bachelor.
Riley, I'm surprised at you. You didn't act this way when you had to meet my father.
Your old man was smaller than me. Suppose Lily Mae's pa don't like me.
Oh, Dad, won't you explain to him that it's only a proxy wedding? It won't matter if he likes you or not.
Who's that?
Oh, it's only Uncle Baxter.
Right. Lily Mae and her father are approaching. You can see them through the window.
Yes, Dad, there they are.
My, he's a sturdy old man. Why, he's got a face like granite.
Granite looks softer. Look at that handlebar mustache. He could steer himself with that thing.
That Prince Albert coat he's wearing is a vintage number.
Is he, wearing his guns?
Yes, I believe so.
If he's absent-minded, he may forget to shoot me.
Now, Riley, remember, Herman is depending on you.
That Herman is a coward, running away to fight them Nazis and leaving me to handle Lily Mae's old man.
All right, Riley, reach for the sky.
Don't shoot her. It's you, Junior. Junior, if you ever do a thing like that again, I'll... Just for that, you go right to bed. Go on.
Oh, Pop.
Well, then go into the dining room. You too, Babs. Go
All
on.
right, Daddy.
Now, I don't want nobody to even look at them guns he's got. This guy is absent-minded. He might figure we was trying to beat him to the draw. Let everybody take cover.
I'll go.
Oh, good evening. Howdy, Mrs. Riley. I want you to meet my pa, Wild Pete Lightfoot.
Well, howdy, ma'am. Howdy. Proud to meet up with you.
Thank you. So am I. Oh, this is my Uncle Baxter.
Oh, so you're the dude that's aiming to marry my daughter, eh?
No, certainly not.
What? You changed your mind? You can't jump my Lily Mae, you flea-bitten old coyote.
Oh,
Hey.
Pa,
Hey.
this is Mr. Turnbull. The man I'm marrying is Mr. Riley.
Oh, Riley, eh? Is that the maverick yonder hiding behind that little gal?
That's me. Like we say in Brooklyn, howdy.
Eh? Well, look now, Riley, I'm a plain-spoken man. You don't look to me like you'd make my little gal happy.
Well, I don't have to. Herman will make her happy.
Oh, I see. Herman?
Yeah.
Herman who?
Oh, Papa, you remember Herman Dugan?
Why, dang right I do. He's a cowpuncher, but he run away to sea. Lily Mae ain't a man, no sea-going cowpuncher.
Yes, I am, Papa. I love Herman.
Oh. Well, then who's stopping the wedding? If it's his Turnbull, I'll give him lead poison, and that's what I'll do.
No, I assure you I'm not involved.
Look, nobody's stopping no wedding. While Herman's away, he wants me to marry Lily Mae for him by proxy.
Proxy? What does that mean?
Proxy? Well, it's like this. Proxy... wait a minute, I'll look it up in my vest pocket dictionary. Let's see now. Proxy. P-R... Oh, here it is. Proxy means deputation. Now we look up deputation. D-E-P... oh, here we are. Deputation. That means procuration. Now we'll have to look up procuration. Procuration. P-R-O... oh, here, procuration. Procuration means proxy. You see, Mr. Lightfoot, proxy means proxy.
Proxy? What does that mean?
Look, it's like this. When Lily Mae gets married by proxy, it'll be me instead of Herman she marries, except it'll be Herman instead of me she's married to, because when it's me, it's Herman if Herman can't be there. Understand?
Why, that's as straight a story as I ever heard.
You hear that, Peg? He understands, okay? You just got to get at him right. That's all.
Well, then, come on, Lily Mae. We'll leave the men to talk things over.
I just hope Paul doesn't get absent-minded again.
Allow me to escort you, ladies. Miss Lightfoot, ma'am, the man who wins you is indeed to be envied.
That feller's a horse thief, sure as you're born. Reminds me of an hombre named Tin Horn Jack. They hung him in Buzzard's Gulch.
Well, now that we're alone, we can talk about the wedding.
Yep. Hold on there, son. Before we get to talking about the wedding, as Lily Mae's pa, I'm aiming to ask you a few questions. Now, tell me, how many head of livestock have you got?
Well, Junior's got a rabbit and 3 pigeons.
No cattle?
No, sir.
Well, I could buy you a couple of 100 head to get started on. You got enough grazing land?
Well, just that lawn outside. But the landlord would get sore if the cows chewed it up. Anyway, what difference does it make? I'm only a proxy.
Well, you know, Lily Mae's my only child, and she's going to have a wedding that'll be the talk of the range. We'll barbecue 12 whole sides of beef.
Oh, well, beef is easy, but there's a big shortage of barbecues. I mean...
Barbecue? What do you want with a barbecue?
Why, for the wedding.
Oh, wedding, Hank. Oh, anybody get married?
Look, Pa, your daughter's going to get married.
Well, yes, I suppose she will, believe me, one of these days. Going to marry an hombre named Riley this age. You ever meet up with him?
Yeah, Pa, I'm Riley.
Oh, you are, eh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you won her, son. There was some talk of her wedding a cowhand named Dugan, but I wouldn't stand for it.
Well, Pa, now look. Junior, you stay out of here.
Who's this young feller?
I'm Junior Riley.
Riley? Well. Same name as the man my daughter's marrying.
Well, sure. He's my pop.
Hold on here, Riley. This long-legged yearling claims you for his paw.
Well, I am. What about it?
What about it? Why, drat your hide, Riley. Do you think I'd let my Lily Mae marry a full-grown family?
I would...
Lily Mae! Look, Lily Mae! Come down. We're lighting out for home. What's the row, Riley?
What's wrong, Pa?
You ain't a-marrying this two-timing prairie dog, Lily Mae. Like as not, he's got a wife still living.
My goodness, what's happened?
Who's that woman, Lily Mae?
Why, it's Mrs. Riley.
Well, if she's Mrs. Riley, I wouldn't be one bit surprised if she's Riley's wife.
Well, certainly she's my wife.
Go! You hear that, Lily Mae? You was aiming to marry a man who knowed he's already hitched, and you call me absent-minded.
But, Pa, he's just a proxy.
Get going, gal.
Now, wait a minute.
Stand back, Riley. My trigger finger's itching.
Well, don't scratch it here.
See here, Mr. Now, get out of my way, Tin Horn Jack. Lily Mae, start traveling. I'm taking you home and I'm locking you up in your room. Locking you up till you get some horses into your head.
Oh, Pa.
Come on, gal.
Well, I'm certainly glad he's gone.
And there goes Herman's wedding, too. All because I was married. That old coot will lock Lily Mae up, and I'll never hear from her anymore.
You'll hear from her, Pop, I'll bet.
Why?
I put one of my Homer pigeons in her knitting bag, and I told her to tie a message onto its leg.
Junior, you're a smart boy. Well, there's nothing to do now but go out and wait for that pigeon to get homesick.
My, it's getting late and no pigeon yet.
Maybe that Lily Mae don't know what is a carrier pigeon. It's chilly out here, ain't it?
Oh, Riley, dear, you better go in. You're catching cold.
No, Peg, I'll stick it out. I won't sleep good tonight until I know what happened to Herman's girl.
My pigeon ought to get here pretty soon.
We've been watching 2 hours. He must be coming by bus.
To think of so much human happiness depending on the wings of that little bird.
Oh, isn't it romantic, Riley?
Yeah, Dumpling, it sure is. I think I'll give up my job and just hire out for Proxy wedding.
Listen, Pop, I hear something flying.
Yeah, so do I.
You hear that, Pop? The pigeon's back in the coop.
Come on, Junior, let's get it.
Hold still, Western Union. I got him, Pop. He's got a note on his leg.
Give me the note, Junior, and hold your flashlight.
What does she say, Riley?
It must be directions for how we can rescue her, the poor child.
Well, what does she say?
She says, Dear Riley, achoo!
Oh, for goodness sake, Riley, every minute counts.
She says, Dear Riley, I will telephone you.
Now, don't go away because the Rileys will be back in just a moment. Do you remember how sparing you had to be with bacon just a year ago when sliced bacon was 8 points a pound? Remember how you had to save up points for a bacon breakfast? How you used the smallest possible amount to get bacon's fine flavor into other foods? Well, isn't it a grand and glorious feeling to be able to relax about bacon now that it's 1 point a pound? Just 1/8 of what it used to be. Now you can have a big platter of crisp bacon or bacon and eggs, not just for a special breakfast, but for any breakfast. You can put big husky chunks of bacon into baked beans, or add a liberal layer of slices on top of the ready baked beans when you warm them up in the oven. Make bacon a main dish meat in other ways, too. Serve extra thick slices baked in the oven with lima beans, or broiled with green beans so that you taste its smoky, flavorful goodness with every bite. Rediscover the goodness of a bacon sandwich or a bacon and egg sandwich for a hurry-up meal. Remember, the fat of bacon is a high-grade energy food. The lean of bacon, like all meat, contains the complete, high-quality proteins for which meat is called the yardstick of protein foods, because meat measures up to every protein need. All statements regarding the nutritional value of meat made on this program are accepted by the Council on Foods and Nutrition of the American Medical Association.
Hello? Yeah. Are you all right, Lily Mae? What? You're locked in your room.
Oh, my goodness.
But he wasn't rough with you, was he? Oh, well, that's all right then. Well, when he cools off in a few weeks, let's try and arrange I said... What? Hey, wait a minute, Lily Mae. There's some things you can't ask a guy to do, even if I am Herman's best pal.
What is it, dear?
Yeah, but suppose we get caught. Wait a minute. Hello, Lily. Hello? Now I can't go bowling tomorrow night either.
Why not?
Because I gotta elope. Me, married 17 years, and now I gotta elope.
Well, for Riley, life is even more complicated than usual. You may remember that the other day, when Riley got home from his job at the war plant, the serenity of the California evening was shattered by the arrival of a special delivery V-mail letter. It was from Riley's best friend, Herman Dugan, who is overseas in the Marines. Eagerly, he opened it.
Dear Riley, have been very busy all day shooting Japs, but I'm taking 2 minutes off to write you this letter, as us guys in the service know that a letter from a cozy foxhole sure helps to keep up the morale of you folks who are suffering so much at home. Good old Herman. Peg, he's the best pal I got in the world.
Well, what else does the letter say?
Well, let's see. Riley, there's a big favor you got to do for me. Any favor Herman wants, that I'll do. I don't know when I can get home to the States, and my sweetheart is very lonesome, so Riley, will you please marry her for me?
What's the matter with Herman? He knows you're married to me.
He must be nuts. Don't he know you're only allowed one wife at a time? Ain't he ever heard of rationing?
But the rest of the letter made the whole situation clear. Herman was asking Riley to act as his proxy and marry Herman's fiancée in a proxy wedding. Well, reluctantly, Riley consented. And then trouble came up in the person of the bride-to-be's father, an absent-minded old character who still thinks he's living in the days of the Wild West.
Riley, you're a black-hearted coyote. You aiming to marry my daughter when you're already hitched and got 2 grown children.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Lightfoot. It's just a proxy wedding, see? Herman is really marrying Lily Mae. Only I'm marrying her instead of Herman because when Herman ain't here, it's the same as me when Herman's away. Understand?
Sure, I understand. Hey, Riley, you're a black-hearted coyote. I'm taking my daughter home and locking her up. Locking her up till the range is rid of rattlesnakes like you.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Lightfoot.
Stand back, Riley. My trigger finger's itching.
Well, don't scratch it here.
So the wedding was off, and hours later, Riley and his family were still pretty worried about poor Lily Mae.
Well, Peg, I guess that's that. There ain't going to be no wedding. Herman has been jilted by my bride-to-be's father.
Oh, the poor girl. And I guess Herman will be pretty let down when you write him that he isn't married.
Hello? Who? Lily Mae!
Oh.
Are you all right? What? Her old man locked her in a room.
Good heavens.
Well, when your pop cools off, maybe we can talk him into it. What? Oh, you're kidding. Well, maybe Herman might, but I ain't Herman. Look, I gotta ask my wife. Peg, Lily Mae wants I should elope with her.
Elope?
How do you like that? Me married 17 years and I gotta elope.
Well, I guess you'll have to, Riley. After all, it's for Herman's sake.
Yeah. Hello, Lily Mae. Okay. I'll be underneath your window tomorrow night at 9 o'clock and we'll elope. What? What honeymoon? Oh, I get it. Goodbye. After the elopement, she's going to San Diego for a honeymoon.
Guess this is the first time a bride went on a honeymoon alone.
Yeah, and it's also the first time a fella took his wife along when he eloped.
What's that you're marking, Uncle Baxter?
This, my dear niece, is a map of San Fernando Valley. This is Van Nuys, and this X is the Lightfoot Ranch, the scene of the crime.
Crime? Well, this isn't a murder we're going on.
Lily Mae's father, may I remind you, is an ex-cowboy who knows but one law, the law of the gun.
Oh, now, don't talk that way. Lily Mae's father wouldn't shoot Riley. Do you think he would?
Oh, Pop ain't scared of anything. He told me so himself.
Well, here's the bridegroom. Peg, how do I look?
Just the same as the day I married you.
Ain't I improved even a little?
Oh, yes. Laugh while you may. Who knows?
Listen, Uncle Baxter, we're having a wedding, not a funeral.
That remains to be seen. Wild Pete may live up to his name tonight.
Well, if he does, you may be in a jam too, Uncle Baxter, because you're going along.
Oh, no, really, my boy.
Never mind. You can live off us for 2 years and put up with our free board and free room. You certainly can help me when I'm eloping. Unless, of course, you're scared.
Scared? Riley, fear is the one sensation I have never experienced. I will be at your side tonight when you get shot.
Uncle Baxter.
Well, the wedding cake is in the oven. Oh, Daddy, you look nice.
Thanks, Babs. I've been over to the barber shop getting a shave. Smell my face.
Oh, that's awfully strong. What is it?
Bay rum. Pre-war. When I'm eloping tonight, it'll make it easier for Lily Mae to find me in the dark.
Well, Mom, can I go along in the elopement tonight?
No, Junior.
Oh, let him come, Peg. After all, how many boys get a chance to see their father elope?
What have you got in that bundle, Daddy?
This here is my elopement trousseau. A little idea of mine to get Lily Mae out of her house tonight. Look.
Oh, what on earth is it, Riley?
It's a rope ladder.
Preposterous.
What's so preposterous? I made this rope ladder myself on my lunch hour. I might even patent it for elopements.
And just how do you propose to get the end of this rope ladder to your fair lady's window?
Well, I just climb up on it there and... no, wait a minute now.
Pop, you're on the ground floor and her window's up 2 flights.
Well, she could drop it down to me.
Yeah, she had it instead of you, but how's she gonna get it?
Possibly Riley intends to smuggle it into her in a cake.
Don't be such a wise guy. I've got it all figured out. To get it up to her, I'll use a stepladder.
This elopement. This elopement is becoming quite involved. Riley, why don't you give it up? Why risk life and limb for an overly romantic girl whom you hardly know?
Uncle Baxter, I already wrote Herman I'd marry his girl for him, and I'm going to do it.
Good for you, Riley. After all, Herman saved your life once.
Yeah, he pulled me out of the East River.
Pop, I thought you were a good swimmer.
I was a great swimmer. Wouldn't have happened except a fresh kid with a BB gun shot a hole in my water wings.
Now, Riley, about the elopement, were you able to borrow a car?
No, but we'll get out there somehow. But on the way back, we're going to ride in style. Lily Mae said her old man has a station wagon in the shed. Can you drive a car, Uncle Baxter?
No, but if you'll lend me $10, I could take lessons.
Never mind, I'll drive. Junior, see who that is. If it's some nosy neighbor, tell him we ain't home. We got to get going or we'll be late.
Daddy, it's Lily Mae's father, Mr. Lightfoot.
Oh, the holy smoke. What'll I do now?
Oh, shall I let him in?
No, not yet. Peg, you and the kids go hide. You can't tell what this guy'll do. He's so absent-minded.
Come on, Junior.
To protect the women and children, I'll go with them.
Yeah. Okay, scram.
Be careful, Riley.
Who does he think he is? Now, you look here, Mr. Lightfoot.
Wild Pete Lightfoot's my handle, and I'm trailing that no-good varmint that wants to marry my daughter. Now, where is this horse thief, Riley?
He ain't home, and I'm no horse thief. I mean, Riley's no horse thief, and I ain't
You can't fool me, Riley. Of course you're home. I see your hat on that chair. Yeah, and I'm here to tell you, Riley, you can't marry my daughter. She's promised to a cowhand by the name of Dugan.
Well, that's what I tried to tell you. That's why I want to marry her, so she'll be married to Dugan. It's a proxy wedding, like baseball. Herman's the regular. I'm only the pinch hitter.
Oh, so she's marrying a ball player.
No, not a ball player. I just told you she's marrying Herman Dugan.
Oh, well, that's different. I see it all now. I reckon I'm getting a mite absent-minded.
Where has he gone, Riley? Oh, excuse me, it was so quiet.
It's okay, Dumplin'. Pa understands the proxy wedding now.
Look, hombre, I'm hankering to meet up with this here lady.
Well, you met her yesterday, but anyhow, she's Mrs. Riley.
Yeah, pleased to meet up with you, Mom.
How do you do?
I got a message for your husband, Mrs. Riley, when he comes home.
Why, he's right here.
Look, I'm Riley. I'm here. See, there's my hat on the chair.
Oh. Now, what was we talking about?
About the wedding.
Wedding? What wedding?
Listen, Wild Pete, your daughter, Lily Mae, is going to marry Herman Dugan.
Why, certain she is, and I'm keeping her locked up in a room till Dugan gets home from the roundup.
But he's on a long roundup. He's in the Marines. So I'm marrying Lily Mae for him, and...
Hey, hold on, Riley. How can you marry my little gal? Ain't you married already?
So he understands about the proxy wedding, does he?
Look, listen, Pa, let's go slow. Let's take this over again now.
Hold there, Riley. I just remembered what I came here to tell you.
What?
I'm warning you out of town, you gal-stealing coyote. If you ain't hit the trail by sunup, I'm a-coming after you, and I'm a-coming shooting.
But I ain't marrying your daughter.
You darn tootin' you ain't. I'm a-warning you. Stay out of my corral and leave my daughter be, or I'm giving you a lead ticket to a buzzard's banquet. And your carcass will be the main course.
He ran away, the coward.
Oh, Daddy, we heard everything.
Wait till I tell a gang about this.
Personally, I think a Hopalong Cassidy picture must have went to his head.
Daddy, you're not going to let Lily Mae down, are you?
Of course he ain't. Pop ain't scared.
That's right. I ain't going to let Lily Mae down unless it's from a second-story window.
Attaboy, Pop.
But Riley, listen to
No,
reason.
my head's made up. I'm standing by my pal Dugan. After all, we rode herd together on the Brooklyn subway.
Well, I think you're right, dear. That old man was just talking.
Yeah, we're not going to let a little Western talk scare us.
Reckon you're right, partner. It's getting dark, so let's hit the trail. Peg, hand me my 10-gallon derby. Junior, give me my Sam Brown belt. The one Sam Brown gave me for Christmas. Deadwood Uncle Baxter, pack your duffel bag full of smelling salts. We're heading out of Los Angeles Gulch pronto, if we can catch a trolley.
Now, while the Rileys are preparing to take off for Wild Pete's Ranch, this is Ken Niles as spokesman for your meat industry. When an engineer plans a bridge, he calculates the strength of his materials and the loads it will have to carry. Then he adds a safety factor and specified beams and piers and flooring capable of standing the strain of a far bigger load than it will ever be called upon to bear in actual use. The meat industry is another kind of a bridge, built part by part, plant by plant, company by company, as the meat needs of our nation grew. The meat industry was built to bridge the gap between the livestock man with herds, flocks, and droves, and your meat retailer. And although different parts of it, the many different companies, were built to compete with each other for the job of serving you, they have, as units of the meatpacking industry, served as a single structure, strong enough to carry the heavy loads placed upon the industry by war, even when that load went far beyond all previous demands. In fact, during the first quarter of 1944, the extra load carried by this bridge was nearly double the average for the first quarter in the 5 years prior to 1940. Your meat industry and the livestock producers whose product it handles have met this challenge of production for wartime needs and have kept meat on the table for soldier and civilian alike. And now back to the life of Riley. We left Riley determined to go through with the elopement and proxy wedding with Lily Mae Lightfoot, in spite of the strong objections of her father, Wild Pete. We find Riley now on the edge of Wild Pete's miniature ranch in the San Fernando Valley on the outskirts of Los Angeles.
I guess this is it.
Well, yeah, Pop. Here's a sign. It says, Wild Pete's Bar Z Ranch.
Look at this barbed wire fence. He don't like visitors.
Shh, quiet, Riley.
Huh, here's another sign. Wrestlers keep off. Look how he spells wrestlers. R-U-S-E.
Riley, that's rustlers.
Oh, yeah. A rustler's a fellow who steals cows. Look, there's a cow.
Look out, she's stampeding.
Riley, do we have to walk right past the cow?
Can you imagine that? Peg ain't afraid of Wild Pete's guns, but she's nervous over a cow.
Oh, follow me, man. And Mom. Be careful.
Gee, it's dark here. If I back into a cactus bush, tell me.
Riley, what do we do first?
Well, we get Wild Pete's station wagon ready to escape in.
Here's the shed right here, Pop. Look at the door's unlocked.
Careful, children. It may have been left open to lure us into a trap.
Nah, I'll open it, Pop. Boy, it's dark in there.
Yeah. The station wagon must be in the back. I hope it's a fast car.
Riley.
What?
Listen now. I hear something in there.
Yeah. Somebody breathing.
I knew it. We are expected. Even now, some beady eye is watching our every move.
Junior.
Where's Junior?
Junior, where are you? Oh, Riley, it's got Junior.
Oh, no.
Mom, I'm all right.
Oh.
I went in to see what was making that noise.
What was it?
A horse. Hear him?
Give me that flashlight. Yeah, there's the horse. And hey, there's no car in here.
There's that old wagon, though.
Look at the fringe on it.
Oh, yeah, it's a station wagon. That's the term they used out west for a horse and rig.
And I expected a Chrysler.
Riley, do you know how to harness a horse?
No, I ain't even ever drove a horse. I can see this is going to be a double elopement. I'll run away with Lily Mae, and the horse will run away with me.
Well, let's harness him up, Pop.
Okay, now let's see. How do you start? Oh, yeah, I know. Hey, horse, step in between them two sticks. Hey, horse, go this way where I'm pointing, horse.
Riley, let me handle him. Come on, boy. Come along this way.
Gee, look at the way the horse is following Uncle Baxter.
It's about time. For years, Uncle Baxter's been following the horses.
I'll have him harnessed in a minute.
Look, here's a swell ladder. Come on, Pop. I'll help you carry it to Lily Mae's window.
No, Junior, you stay and help Uncle Baxter. I want your mother with me when I carry Lily Mae down that ladder.
All right, I'll chaperone you. Come on.
Now, remember, everybody, don't make no noise when you hear us coming, and have the wagon ready. And hey, Uncle Baxter, I think you tightened that strap around the horse's waist a little too much.
I did not.
Then how come all the horse's legs are off the ground?
They ain't off the ground, Pop. It's just the shadows.
Well, come on, Peg. We'll get the bride.
Here we are. Now you better put the ladder up.
Okay, here goes.
Careful. Don't let it bump.
No, it's up. Hold it steady. I just hope this ladder is strong.
Oh.
Wrong window. It's the old man's room. He's asleep, and he's using a shotgun for a pillow.
Riley, there's Lily Mae in that window.
Oh,
Riley, is that you?
Of course it's me. How many elopements you got scheduled for tonight?
Riley, careful when you move the ladder.
Shh. Papa's a light sleeper.
Yeah. Okay, Lily Mae, come on down.
Coming down a ladder scares me plumb crazy. You better come up and get me.
I'm getting to wish that Herman should have let me drown.
Hurry. I can hear Papa stirring in his sleep.
Okay, I'm coming up. Where are you? It's so dark.
Oh, I'm coming out the window. Oh, I got my feet on the ladder.
That's not the ladder. That's my head. Now put your arms around my neck.
Like this?
Yeah.
You don't gotta use my nose for a grip. Let go.
Am I very heavy?
No, I used to be a hod carrier.
My, this is romantic. Only I wish it was Herman taking me down the ladder.
No, so do I.
Come on down, dear.
Okay.
Oh, Lily Mae, are you hurt?
No, the ground is soft.
That ain't the ground, that's me.
Look, a light in your father's room.
Come on, let's scram.
Here's the wagon, Pop.
Hurry, come on, pile in. Get in, Lily Mae. Get in, Peg. Get in, Junior. Get in, Uncle Baxter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, wait a minute. Somebody's missing. Somebody's... Oh, it's me. Hey, who's there? Hurry up, horse. Get going.
Answer me, coyotes, or I'll let you have a load of buckshot.
Giddy up. Stop horsing around.
Come back with my wagon, cunts on you.
Whoa, horse. Whoa.
Riley, my boy, you make a very attractive bridegroom.
Boy, I'll be glad when my wedding's over and Herman and Lily Mae is married.
Riley, sit still so I can comb your hair. Ye gods, what an unruly thatch.
Don't put on so much of that hair glue. My scalp's so tight now I can't close my eyes. Where's Lily Mae?
Lily Mae is in the front room with the family.
How about that Marion judge? Why ain't he here?
Judge Pilkey's a very busy man, but he's on his way.
My, what a handsome bridegroom.
Yes, he looks very natural.
Baxter, you're thinking of the wrong ceremony. This is a wedding.
Hey, Pop, I gave the horse some water, but we're all out of sugar.
Well, never mind the sugar. Give him a piece of Uncle Baxter's saccharin.
Junior, dear, don't you think you ought to go to bed?
Ah, Mom, let me stay up.
Yeah, let the kid stay. He missed my first wedding.
is here.
Well, I'm ready.
Lily Mae's ready. Come on.
I hope Herman stays married to this dame. I couldn't go through this very often. Hello, Judge.
Well, let's get started, folks. Now, just show me the bride, the groom, the license, and the fee, and you'll be on your way.
Well, take it easy, Judge. I'm getting married, not drafted.
Well, I'm a very busy man. So far, I've had 20 weddings today, have 5 more tonight, besides my taxi's waiting outside with the meter running. Now, where's the bride? Bride. Come on with the bride, please.
Here I am.
Now, the groom. Come on with the groom, please.
Here, Your Honor.
Now, the license. Mm-hmm. Needs to be in order.
Now, the wedding.
No, now the fee.
I have the money here.
No, Lily Mae, this wedding's on me. Here you are, Judge.
Thank you. Stand together, join hands. Do you, Lily Mae, take this man to be your husband?
I do.
Do you, Herman Dugan, take this woman to be your wife?
I don't.
Then I pronounce you man... What did you say?
Well, I take her in a way.
Well, you can't take a wife in a way. You're supposed to say, I do. You understand?
I do.
Fine. Do you, Herman Dugan, take this woman to be your wife?
I don't.
Then I pronounce... God, the man is completely moronic.
Well, maybe so, but I ain't Herman Dugan.
What? You're not Dugan.
Well, you see, Judge, he is in a way.
Silence, woman.
Look, you be careful how you talk to my wife.
Wife?
Yeah.
What did I get into here? Bigamy? Young man, do you know the penalty for bigamy?
Yeah, 2 mother-in-laws. Look, Judge, this is just a proxy wedding.
Proxy wedding?
Yeah.
Why, that's not legal. Not in California.
But I live in Wyoming when I'm home.
That makes no difference.
Hey, wait, you gotta marry us. She loves Herman and I love Herman.
Here's your fee back. Good night.
Yeah, hold on there. Am I in time for the wedding?
Who's this?
It's Wild Pete.
Now, Paul, hold your temper.
Lily, gal, I come to say Riley can have you.
What?
Any man that's got gumption enough to steal you from under my very nose, that's a man I want to call son.
Look, Mr. Lightfoot.
No, that ain't no way to call me son.
All right. Daddy, sit down and I'll explain. Junior, give your grandfather a chair. Look, it's like this. Me and Lily Mae can't get hitched.
What?
If you let me pass, sir, the meter's running.
Hold on. Ain't nobody leaving these diggings till I hear why my gal ain't getting wet.
Well, a proxy wedding is against the law.
Law, stranger. West of the Pecos, there's only one law. These here shooting irons. Now get back in there and say the hitching word pronto. Come on.
Don't you doggone on me, sir, now. I warn you.
And I'm a warning you, Judge. Let the wedding proceed now.
You better do it, Judge, because he's...
Come in.
Look! The Marines have landed. Herman!
Herman, darling.
Lily Mae! Oh!
Herman, how did you get here? I was marrying Lily like you said, only I can't. It's illegal.
Yeah, my mistake, pal. Oh, I guess you didn't get my second letter yet, huh? Well, I got a sudden leave and I flew in from Hawaii. So I'll just take over.
Riley, what's holding up the hitching?
Well, listen, Pa, you remember about the proxy wedding, don't you?
Why, certain I do. And blessings on you, son. Blessings.
Well, my proxy just showed up. Instead of me marrying her for Herman, Herman's going to marry her for me.
Herman who?
Me, Pa, Dugan. Remember me?
Oh, Dugan, you maverick! You might and I missed your own hitching. And they call me absent-minded. Where's the judge? Let the wedding proceed now. Come on.
Is this the authentic Dugan?
It sure is. Come on, line up, folks.
All right.
Now, this is going to be the McCoy. Herman, you and me stand here. Wild Pete, you bring in the bride and give her away.
Yep.
Babs, you're the bridesmaid.
All right.
Mom, you're the matron of honor.
Fine.
What am I, Riley?
Uncle Baxter, you're the flower girl. Everybody ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Then let Herman and Lily Mae get aboard the ship of matrimony, and may they wind up with a raft of kids.
The Rileys will be back in just a moment. And now, here's a suggestion for you women who are wondering what will be the nicest way to use up what's left of your Sunday roast. If you'll look in the American Meat Institute's advertisement in your May Woman's Home Companion or McCall's, you'll see what a famous chef suggests. Monsieur Henri Bazzetti of the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles says, to take the leftover beef, veal, lamb, or pork and combine it with onions, red and green peppers, tomatoes, and diced potatoes according to his recipe, season it well, and serve it up proudly. He calls his recipe home-style hash, but you'll say it's a dish for a king. It is such careful use of all the good that is in meat that helps you give your family its needed quota of proteins. Now, you know, of course, that no matter what kind or cut of meat you use, even in the no-point or lowest point cuts, you get the right kind of proteins, the kind that supplies every protein requirement of the body, whether it's for growth or building up tissues or giving you a quick comeback after illness. Yes, meat is the yardstick of protein foods because meat measures up to every protein need. All statements regarding the nutritional value of meat made on this program are accepted by the Council on Foods and Nutrition of the American Medical Association.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's all over, Riley.
Yeah, me too. Boy, I sure had a time there with the loping on ladders and that runaway horse, Wild Pete's guns.
Oh, but it was worth it. You did a favor for Herman. Now Herman and Lily May are off on their honeymoon.
Yep.
Well, all's well that ends well.
You know, Dumplin', I've been thinking. If it wasn't for you and the kids and us being so happy for the last 17 years, I'd say getting married ain't what it's cracked up to be.
The Life of Riley, starring William Bendix and sponsored by the American Meat Institute, will be back next week at the same time. William Bendix appears on this program by arrangement with Hal Roach. The Life of Riley was directed by Don Bernard, with music by Lou Kozloff, and came to you from Hollywood. This is Ken Niles saying, see you next week. This is the Blue Network.